Hey, you guys, it's me, the Akashic Empress. Thanks for tuning in to my channel. I hope everybody's doing well. My purpose for this particular upload is going to be regarding the 50 primary universal laws, okay? And it's so you can become more aware and knowledgeable as well as informed on how these laws govern your results in life, if and when they are or are not followed, adhered to, and implemented into your life's decisions, choices, and actions, okay? I want you to understand how these laws can change the dynamics of your life's course, how they can alter and affect your life, all of our lives as being spiritual beings having a human experience here on this infinitely abundant universe, you guys, okay? Today I'm going to be going over the first 25 of these 50 primary universal laws, uh, these laws that affect reality, okay? And some of these laws, okay, they contain cosmic laws, cosmic principles, natural laws, quantum physics, quantum medicines, as well as metaphysics, okay? So, without further ado, I'm going to get into these laws. I'm going to be going over, like I said, the first 25 in this segment, and then I'll do part two for, the remainder of the 50 laws. After each law, you will hear me ground the energies, okay, and move on to the next law. So, you guys get comfortable, clear your minds, your energy, and let's get started, you guys. Law number 1, the law of harmony, supreme potential of balance. Everything in the universe is in harmony with each other, and everything is connected to each other. Everything strives for harmony, for balance. The stronger determines the weaker, and it makes it equal to itself. The law of harmony. Law number 2, the law of reincarnate and karma. Whenever we react with intentions, we create karma. When we can live a life of perfect harmony, liberation will follow. When we react with intentions, we create karma. Law number 3, the law of wisdom. Wisdom erases karma. Learn lessons through love and wisdom. Wisdom can mitigate the traumatic impact of any event, past life awareness, as well as present life learning. Law number 4, the law of grace. When you recognize and cooperate with divine law, the law of grace, all things work together for good, for you. I like to refer to scripture, Romans 8:28. And we know that all things work together for good to them that love God, to them who are called according to his purpose. Under the law of grace, one never seriously grieves over the miscarriage of human plans. Law number 5, the law of soul evolution. Even when it seems you're not evolving, you still are. Every failure is a small success bringing you closer to accomplishing your goals. For example, if you fall off a bike 9 times, you needed 9 attempts and failures to achieve your final success. Each failure was a small success bringing you closer to achieving your goals. Law number 6, metaphysics law. which works conducive to the law of one, is somewhat very similar. Okay, you guys? The first and most foundational law of the universe is the law of divine oneness, which highlights the interconnectedness of all things. It says that beyond our senses, every thought, action, and event is in some way connected to anything and everything. One who has transcended the need of earthly incarnations, but who has chosen to return to earth to help others in achieving enlightenment. One who knows they will never really be free until all souls are free, understand the law of oneness, according to metaphysics. Law number 7, the law of vibrational attainment. The entire universe operates on the same principle of vibrational energy. When Einstein discovered that matter is energy, he also opened the door to merging science and metaphysics. Science has proven that energy cannot die, it can only transform, and by its very nature must move forward or backwards or stand still, but to do so is stagnation. We are all energy. Law number 8, the law of free will. The law of free will operates in 3 ways. Number 1, astrologically predestined events determines on how we live our lives up until the moment these events take place, demonstrated by what we've learned from our actions with past experiences determines how we can mitigate disharmonious experiences. Number 2, as we obtain master of life awareness and develop conscious attachment, we will be far less affected by worldly events as opposed to what happened in the past. A master of life enjoys all the warmth and joy that life has to offer, but detaches from the negativity by allowing it to flow through him but not affecting him. We always have free will by how we respond to any situation. If you respond with positive emotion, compassion, and integrity, you've probably learned your karmic lesson and may not have to encounter a similar situation in the future. Law number 9, the law of one. Every soul is connected. We are all a part of a greater energy, which is God. And because we are a part of God, we are God. By living harmoniously, we each increase our vibrational rate. But because we are one, everything we think, say, and do affects every other soul, like our motives, intent, and desires. Law number 10, the law of manifestation. Everything manifested begins with a thought and ideas, and experience creates belief, which in turn creates our realities. If you are unhappy with your current reality, you must change your beliefs and behavior. Beliefs can be changed when you recognize those that are not working for you and begin programming what will create success and harmony in your life. The unlimited creative power of your mind through dedication, awareness, and training can be the wisdom to rise above your karma. Within physical laws, you can manifest anything, any reality desired to experience. In regards to changing your behavior, you must decide which disharmonious behaviors you want to eliminate. Then be aware that you don't have to change what you feel about something to be affected by it, if you are willing to change what you are doing. Law number 11, the law of conscious detachment. It is your resistance to what is that causes your suffering. And by suffering, you bring everything you don't want in your life. An example, relationship problems, loneliness, sickness, accidents, guilt, monetary hardship, unfulfilled desires, and so on. These earthly teachings are best summarized with one of the statements. When you accept when you accept what is, you accept the unalterable realities in your life without resisting them. Some things are facts, They exist. And no matter how much you resist, there is nothing you are going to be able to do about them. Change what you can change and have the wisdom to accept unalterable facts for what they are without wasting any physical or mental energy by attempting to change what you cannot change. Out of this acceptance comes involved detachment, the ability to enjoy all the positive aspects of life, but to allow the negativity to flow through you without resistance and without affecting you. Law number 12, the law of gratitude. From the perspective of karma and the law of one, the more you give, the more you receive. The more you assist others, the more you assist yourself. The power of this law also works in your day to day life. What you get, you give. You get what you give, which is reciprocation. Law number 13, the law of fellowship. When two or more people of similar vibrations are gathered together for a shared purpose, their combined energy directed to the attaining of that purpose is doubled, tripled, quadrupled, and more. An example: healing groups and worldwide meditation groups for peace use this method. Law number 14, the law of resistance. That which you resist, you draw to you and perpetuate its influence upon your life. Resistance is fear. Law of resistance assures you let go of the fear by encountering it until you are forced to deal with it by learning conscious detachment. Most disharmonious situations are resolved with a change of viewpoint. By changing your perspective, you can usually eliminate the problem. And if you are no longer affected by the problem, you no longer have a problem. Nothing about the problem situation may have changed, but it doesn't affect you. That which you resist, you become. If not in this lifetime, then in a future reincarnation. The way to directly get over fear is to face that which you find so fearful. For example, if you fear and resist Asian people, you will reincarnate as an Asian person. Whatever you fear and resist, you will become and draw to you in the next life. Law number 15, the law of attraction. Where your attention goes, your energy flows. You attract what you are and that which you concentrate upon. If you are negative, you will draw in and experience negativity. If you are loving, you will draw in and experience love. You only attract to you the qualities you possess. So if you want peace and harmony in your life, you must become peaceful and harmonious. Law number 16, the law of reflection. This law says the traits you respond to in others you recognize in yourself, both positive and negative. It has four primary manifestations. Number one, that which you admire in others you recognize in yourself. Number two, that which you resist in others and find wrongly in others is surely to be found within yourself. Number three, that which you fear in others you are afraid exists within you. Number four, that which you resist in yourself, you will dislike in others. Your fears will always be reflected in your reactions to others. Your goals are very obvious once you recognize how to perceive them. When you let go of the fear, you automatically open to experiencing more unconditional love. Law number 17, the law of unconditional love. The expression of unconditional love will eventually result in harmony. Unconditional love is not romantic love, it's the acceptance of others for who they are without judgment or expectations. It's the total acceptance of others without attempting to change the law of unconditional love. If you go out of your way to express unconditional love, you automatically rise above fear. And as you transcend your fears, you automatically open to the expression of unconditional love. Law number 18, the law of astrology. The law of astrology, which is explained, defined, and broken down into different components, and one of these components are, okay, by astrologically choosing the time and place of your birth, you determine the nature of the effects you will experience in your life. On the other side, before you were born, you made the decision about the lifetime you would be entering into. An example, other souls, your parents, and the astrological configurations of your birth, which determine your characteristics, personality, abilities, restrictions, and timing for strengths and weaknesses. If all this seems to be if all this seems to be too complicated to be real, remember that you're only using 5 to 10% of your brain. And the brain slash mind, researchers say that the human brain has 200 to 300 times the capacity than the greatest computer ever built. Such calculations I just described would be no problem for just a computer. Another component that follows is the law of alchemy, which states that all the energies are inside of us. If we suppress or deny them, however, they will manifest on the outside. Law number 19, the law of abundance. You have within yourself everything required to make your earthly incarnation a paradise, if you choose to accept that which is your natural birthright. We live in a universe of abundance, although a majority of those populating our planet view it to be a universe of scarcity. Law number 20, the law of divine order. If you seek to understand the law of divine order, study the law of balance. Everything is as it should be, although mankind is far from experiencing it in total and divine flow of harmony. There are no accidents. Your energy translated into thoughts, words, emotions, and deeds cause all your experiences. This assures that you always have the learning opportunities you require to solve your karma. And the collective thoughts, words, emotions, and deeds of mankind create the environment for all of us. If enough souls focus their energy upon peace, we would have peace. A majority of souls are filled with anger, and is why we all have to experience war. We are all one. If we can't attain harmony, hopefully we can balance disharmony. Law 21, the law of attitude. Nothing in the universe can harm you but your own attitude. It is your attitude that moves you towards events and experiences, and it's your attitude that will worsen or lighten any event, catastrophe, or tragedy. You and you alone choose the attitude for how you will respond. No two people respond to the same situation in the same way. Every earthly incarnation includes traumatic experiences. And the better you understand that when working with karma, likely you will be able to put events into a spiritual perspective. Law number 22, the law of threes. Two generally recognizes the law of positive and negative and becomes a law when only combined with neutralizing force. When three become a unit, neither of the original two become more powerful and larger, and each behaves for itself as a benefit of the whole. Example, Father, Son, and Holy Ghost. Conscious mind, subconscious mind, and superconscious mind. Mother, father, and child. When a woman combined with a neutralizing state of marriage, they become a three. Law number 23, the law of association. Where two or more units have something in common, the commonality can be used to influence or control the other thing or person. The amount of control depends on the degree of commonality. The more in common they both are, the more the influence. Example, if you pray while holding a Bible, you are more likely to experience a spiritual connection. The Bible and prayer share a commonality. Another example, proper diet and exercise share commonality of perceived good health. which is more likely to manifest as a result of your consumption. Law number 24, the law of commitment. When you become clear of your intent, making a decision, or obligating yourself to a task or a belief, everything begins to fall into place if your direction is in harmony with the universe and it relates to your purpose. Now, once you have pledged this direction, things begin to happen almost magically as if you were a magnet drawing into your experience that which is needed for manifestation. The key to this ultimate power is to have no indecisiveness at all. The greater your emotional desire, the more power you will give to those on the other side who can assist you with more rapid manifestations. Law number 25, the law of self-illusion. It says that you are going to experience mental discomfort when you hold two conflicting beliefs or when your actions don't agree with your beliefs. Example, you believe that smoking is bad for your health, yet you continue to smoke. You believe that extramarital affairs are morally wrong, and yet you continue to be involved with someone on the side. You believe that you should be a more patient mother, yet you continue to yell at your children. The law says that when your beliefs and actions are incompatible, you will attempt to reduce the resulting discomfort by changing either your actions or your beliefs. An example, the smoker will become an ex-smoker, or he will deny or rationalize the health threat. The adulteress will either stop or rationalize her options, maybe by saying, what my husband doesn't know won't hurt him. And besides, with my needs more fulfilled, I'm a better wife. The impatient mother changes her behavior or rationalizes her attitude by saying, it's better for me to yell and release the anger than to repress it. And that, my friends, collective, is the first half of universal law, primary universal laws, okay? Laws that affect reality. Thank you, Spirit. Laws that govern your results in life, if and when they are or are not followed, adhered to, and implemented into your life's decisions, choices, and actions. Okay, so I'm going to leave it here, you guys, and I'll be back with part 2, another segment to finish out the 50 primary universal laws, 26 through 50. And until we meet up again, you guys, thank you for tuning in. I certainly hope you found this very informative, okay? And you've become more knowledgeable and aware. And until we meet up again, you guys, love and light. Namaste.